Subject code is C257. In this session, student will learn propagation delay. This is highly technical term, propagation delay, but you can understand the delay. The delay in the sense the time it takes to travel from one end to other end. So that is delay. The propagation delay you will learn in these subsequent uh, uh, slides. Students will also learn different way of transmission. There are three way of transmission that you are going to learn in this session. Types of communication you are also going to learn, that's a simplex, half duplex and full duplex communication. Anybody of you have came across simplex, half duplex and full duplex till so far? Anybody of you? So to understand data communication networking very easily, if you understand our current road transportation system or rail transportation system, then you can understand data communication network very easily. So over here, I took this the snapshot of Google Map where the two cities are mentioned. One is Ahmedabad city and one is Vadodara city. Okay, so roughly there are three paths available from, or three route available from Ahmedabad to Vadodara. This is first route. This is first route, which is National Highway 64, sorry 47, National Highway 47. This is second route. This is second route, that is National Expressway 1. National Expressway 1. There is no crossway over here. It is of flyovers only. National Express 1 will have a crossway at every village or every suburb or small town. You will have a crossway in National Highway. And there is a third way, that is from Khatras Chowkri or from uh, route towards Dakor. So these are the three ways from Ahmedabad to Vadodara. So can you tell me which route you will prefer? You are standing at over here at Ahmedabad at this knock. You are having a three options, either this way, or this way. Which route you will prefer?
National Highway 47.
National Highway 47. What is the reason behind that National Highway 47?
Less time.
Okay, last time. Then
The route is straight, that we don't have to take a turn or anything.
actually this is actually if you go by road it is not straight. If I zoom in, then there will be a curve as well. But from abstract view, from the top view, it looks like a straight. It looks like a straight, but I am considering from this top view, it's a straight. The other parameter is route is straight. Third parameter,
Less fuel.
less fuel. Less fuel means less cost, low cost of transportation. Any other parameter?
Comfortable.
Better quality of
Roads are
roads.
good.
Yes, road quality. Road quality,
Comfortable.
comfortable. Road quality indicates it's a comfortability. Okay, these are the sufficient parameters. So based on these parameters, we will pick up either the National Express 47 or Khatras or via National Expressway 1. And over here, this is mentioned over here. Let's look at the other slide. It gives you clear understanding. So this, if you follow the National Express 1, so you can see over here, it is not straight. It goes from Bareja, Kheda, and then it goes straight. So this is of 111 kilometer. This is of 103 kilometer. Okay, this might be the 120 kilometer because I used to travel down this Khatras before 10 years, so I know this 120 kilometers. So this is 111 kilometer, 103 kilometers, and 120 kilometers. And you are here, and you want to travel down to Vadodara. Based on your situation, based on the pocket money, you can travel down either National Express, National Expressway 1, either National Highway 64 or Khatras, or this is middle route. Okay. So in final conclusion, what are the parameters to decide a route? The distance. The first parameter is distance. How long I need to travel on a route. Please understand these statements. How long I have to travel down on a route to reach to destination. So this is the distance in kilometers, 111 kilometers. This is distance in kilometer, 103, and this is distance in kilometer, that is 120. So distance travel or distance to follow this route is different. The second parameter is time. Time it takes in these, all these three are different. Let's say over here it's also Google says this route will take 1 hour 32 minutes, and if you follow this route it will take 1 hour and 48 minutes, and if you follow this route it will take 2 hours. Why 2 hours? Because there are many crossways and there are many small villages come across this Khatras Chowkadi highway. That's why, and the road quality is also not good. You have to slow down your car or vehicle. That's why it takes 2 hours. Okay. Type of road that matters a lot. The Khatras highway will take Khatras road will take too much time because type of road quality is not good. The cost, the toll tax road, if you follow the Nexus Express 64, the toll tax will be higher than the toll tax of National Expressway 1. So this is also, you need to consider the cost. The cost is very higher in this case, cost is moderate in this case, and cost is very low in this case. You don't need to pay even single rupees for Khatras road. Are you getting? This up arrow means higher range, horizontal arrow means lower, moderate, and this low means it's a very low. You don't need to pay any toll tax over here. And the last one is type of vehicle also matters over here. Why the type of vehicles also matters over? None of you have answered this type of vehicle in the last my questions. If you go by scooter and if you go by car, what will be the difference?
The mileage and the speed.
Yes, cost will be saved in scooter, and speed you can achieve in car. Safety you will have a better in car, and time you
Comfort.
can reach in car. Okay. Even if you follow the same highway, the car will take less time. Two wheeler takes time to reach from Ahmedabad to Baroda. Okay. So what is conclusion out of this story? Okay. How many endpoints over here are we were discussing? My question is very technical. How many endpoints we are discussing till so far? How many endpoints we are discussing till so far? Endpoint means endpoint of communication. Communication right now in this case traveling. Endpoint of traveling over here. Two. Very good. The first one is Ahmedabad. Second one is Baroda. Vadodara or Baroda. Okay. Very correct. The first one is Ahmedabad. So the end point is this technical term. Okay. End point of communication. Please listen this statement or the technical word, end point of communication. So we started from Ahmedabad and we want to reach to Vadodara. So this is starting point. This is one of the end point. This is second end point. So we are talking till so far about two end point. Same way in any kind of computer network, we will have a two end point. Without two end point, we cannot communicate. We cannot communicate without two endpoints. At least two endpoints are required. Is it clear?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
trying to make a conclusion from this traffic scenario to our data communication network. And I'm trying to derive technological terms. So this endpoint is a technical term with respect to computer network. Okay. Second, next conclusion. Is there any multiple path available between two endpoints?
Yes, sir.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, sir.
In this diagram, there are three routes available between two endpoints. I can see many endpoints as well, many routes as well. So I can go via these, I can follow this path, and from Dakor I can come back to Vadodara. Is it clear? Even I can take one more path. You can take any path. You can take any path. You can go by here, and you can come back over here. Petla, Napa, and then you can come back over here and you can reach to Baroda. Okay, even over here you can go here and go there, go Dakor, go side, upside, go Javla, and then come back over here. There are multiple paths available over here. Okay, but out of all those paths, which path we are preferring? Which path we are preferring? For example, the person who is having salary 10,000 per month, the person number 1, P1. The P2, the person having a salary 25,000 per month, 20K per month. And the person 3 having a salary 10 lakh per month. Okay, person 1, person 2, person 3. Person 1 will have a two-wheeler because he is having 10,000 of salary. The person 2 might have a car, a nano car, and person 3 will have a Mercedes. So 3 persons based on this salary, and I just trying to map with scenario. Person 1 will have a scooter, two-wheeler. Person 2 will have a nano car, and person 3 will have a Mercedes car. So which route they will prefer?
Sir, person will go via Khatrej Road.
Very good. Middle path. Person 2 will follow.
Person 2 will follow National Expressway 1.
Maybe National Expressway 1, and person 3 will follow.
National Highway 64.
So for our simple understanding, the person number 2 will follow National Express 64 or National Expressway 1, and person 3 definitely will follow National Expressway 1. This one. Person 3 will definitely follow this one. Person 2 either this or this. First and last. Person 1 will follow middle. So depending on the type of data you want to send, for example, you are surfing website and you are watching live cricket. Do you find any difference between these two with respect to computer network or with respect to data reaching to your computer? With
Sir, in
respect
website surfing is a two-way communication, uses TCP protocol, and
okay.
inside streaming or like that is one-way communication and using UDP protocol.
I do not need any technical points over here. I need the data reaching towards your computer point of view. Do you feel what must be the characteristic of data, or what must be the property of data such a way that it should reach to your network? So which data will have a higher priority? Website surfing data or live cricket?
Website surfing.
Very wrong. The live cricket will have a higher priority of data. Live cricket will have a higher priority of data than website surfing because it's a live. The data has to feed by server back to back, and if you collect those data at receiver sides, then you can show the picture in motion. That is, we call it a video. Video is nothing but the pictures are arranged in a sequential order, and those pictures are projected in a such a way that our eyes cannot see its picture. We can see the video. It's a sequence of images only. Okay. So in live video streaming, we require higher priority of data need to be sent, just like a Ferrari car. The person number three, high Ferrari car, and it will very time sensitive data. It is very time sensitive data. So it will follow route number National Expressway 1, route number 3. So let me denote a route number 1, 2, and 3. So this is route number 1, this is route number 2, and this is route number 3. Okay. So, and website data might follow the route number 2 or route number 1, not an issue. Our voice calling will follow route number 3. Our any other data traffic or YouTube watching, YouTube not live streaming, YouTube video watching might follow R1 and R2 path, but definitely live streaming and live audio, our voice calls will follow R3 path because it's a very time sensitive data. So depending on the type of data, depending on the type of urgency, you may follow either path number 1, path number 2, and path number 3, or route number 1, route number 2, and route number 3. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the conclusion out of this? First, I made a conclusion about endpoints. Now I want to conclude for route selection. So what conclusions you can figure it out of this?
So selection of path depends upon the type of the data we want to transmit.
Very good. Very, very good. The selection of path depends on the type of data we want to carry or we want to transfer, and those selection will be based on those parameters, these parameters. Only these two parameters, distance and time, not any other parameters. Okay, we'll see soon what is impact of distance and how does impact on time. So again, now we are touching to the second objective of our this presentation or course content, way of transmitting data. How many ways of transmitting data you can find surrounding you? If you want to send data from Ahmedabad to Baroda, what are the ways to send data, or which technologies you have to use to transfer data, or how many technologies are supported to transfer data from one end to another end? That is purely on signal transmission. Purely on signal transmission. The first method is wire, correct?
Yes, sir.
This is wire. So you can lay down wire from Ahmedabad and Baroda, one wire from the dig the land and lay down the cable from Ahmedabad and Baroda, and one computer over here, one computer over here. So now I'm jumping towards data communication. I'm taking examples of these two computers rather than the source and two endpoints. These are actually two endpoints. One endpoint in Ahmedabad city and another endpoint in Vadodara city. So lay down a cable. You can transmit data. What are the problems over here? Can you figure it out? Problems over here.
So first of all, cost.
Okay, cost of digging, cost of cable.
So maintenance charges.
Maintenance.
Lifetime is low because the wire.
Lifetime is low.
So
Okay.
also the impact of temperature and weather.
Weather condition. Weather impact. Very good.
And sir, if any damage is occurred in any connection, then it's difficult to find in such a long path.
So that is maintenance, comes under maintenance. How to maintain these cables or connections such a way that it will be available to end points. So that is maintenance, comes under damage. Damaging comes under maintenance. But if we
Okay.
consider, do not consider all these parameters, feasibility point of view, can you transfer data from one machine to other machine in this situation using one single wire? Feasibility.
No, sir.
So you can read my face. I'm smiling, so you can understand. I'm not expecting all these parameters. There must be another parameters. Definitely your parameters are correct, but this parameter comes after one more important feasible parameter.
Signal
Loss
loss.
of data.
Signal loss. Signal loss. Very good. Can you transmit data from one end to other end, which are 100 kilometers away from each other, without any repeater or without signal amplification? Can you send it? It is not possible. So what the loss is? Loss of signal transmission. After 1 kilometer, you have to put a repeater. So how many repeaters you have to put over here?
Maybe 100.
100 repeaters or 99 repeaters you have to put. 99 repeaters we have to put over here. Is it feasible to put 99 repeaters over here?
No, sir.
No. Are you getting something, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So look at just only feasibility analysis. Do not say it is not possible at all. This is possible. We use different kind of cables, different type of transmission encoding methods, which will come in your, it's a part of DCN, encoding methods, which will increase this length from 1 kilometer to 20 kilometers. So that you will see in data communication networking signals that I'm going to take care of those topics. Okay. So with this knowledge, let's move towards another way of transmitting data. It's a wireless. How can we transfer data in wireless communication? You put one antenna at Ahmedabad side, one antenna at receive Vadodara side, and this antenna will send the data, and those data will be received by this antenna, and we will have a computer connected over here. Is it possible to transmit data in this way? What are the problems associated with transmitting of this way of communication? What are the problems associated with this way of communication? Is it possible? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. The wireless line of sight, LOS stands for line of sight. Line of sight. This line of sight allows you to transfer data over 100 kilometers of distance without any problem. Over here, this antenna will send a signal. This antenna has to be aligned with line of sight, and it can receive data, and this computer will receive data. So this is another way of transmitting data. This is while using wireless medium. In wireless medium, what you require? Sending antenna and receiving antenna. Okay. Any question in wireless medium? Yes.
સર વાયરલેસમાં ડેટા લોસ કોઈ વાર થઈ શકે?
Data loss, we are assuming that there is no data loss right now. We are assuming there is no data loss right now. Actually, the wireless is vulnerable to data loss highly. Wireless is vulnerable to data loss highly.
Yes,
Data
sir.
loss in case of wireline is very less. Data loss in case of wireless is very high. Okay. The third way of transmitting data is fiber communication. Fiber communication. So in fiber communication, same thing, fiber cable will be there. We are having a two endpoints, Ahmedabad and Baroda, and we lay down a cable, this fiber cable, and connect computers, one endpoint, another computer at Vadodara side, lay down a fiber cable, send data over here, and Vadodara side receive data. Is it possible to transfer data over 100 kilometers of distance using fiber? What will be the problems?
Yes.
What will be the problems over here? We can transfer data. We can transfer data without any problem because it's a fiber optic communication. The signal loss of signal is very, 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 very low. Very, very, very low in the sense we will technically see in terms of decimal. There is technical word. The unit is loss of signal is decibel. We will measure decibel in case of wireless fiber communication. Sorry, in case of fiber communication, that loss is very, very low. That's why we can transfer data over a long distance. So it is possible to transfer data using fiber cable over 100 kilometer distance without any repeaters. Without any repeaters. Okay. But if I look now, I'm looking at other parameters. If I look at this, all these three types of communication, which kind of communication? Wire communication, wireless communication, and third one is fiber communication. So let's compare all these three. Which one will have a higher cost? Which
Wire.
one? Which one will?
Wire.
Okay.
Fiber optical.
Fiber optical and wire. Let me give you statistics. The 1 meter cable of wire, it is of only 8 rupees. Digging cost means and a ખાડો ખોદીને જે લઈ જવાની cost, it's a X. In fiber optic communication, 1 meter cable, it is of 40 rupees. The digging cost is same X. Which one will have a higher cost?
Fiber, optical fiber.
Definitely fiber optic. This is 40 rupees per meter. This is meter cost. This is 1 meter 8 rupees. This is 1 meter 40 rupees. The first time installation cost, that is known as capital cost. Capital cost. There are two type of cost, capital cost and the other one is continuous cost. Continuous means once you establish a network, then the cost of managing those network, that is continuous cost. Continuous cost involves the cost of engineer, cost of clerk, cost of building, cost of damage of equipment, that is known as continuous cost. Capital cost means what? Initially whatever you invest, that is known as capital cost. So I'm teaching you the finance point of view of this computer network. So this fiber optic communication, 1 meter it's a 40 rupees in wire, 1 meter 8 rupees. So in that sense, capital cost point of view, fiber optic will have a higher cost. Now if you compare with wireless communication requires two antenna, and two antenna depend on the distance. Right now we are considering 100 meter distance. The cost of antenna and setup is roughly 20,000. Is roughly 20,000. Okay. So if we talk about this cost point of view, you can see wireless is having very low cost in capital cost point of view. But if you data loss point of view, it's a very lossy, very lossy network. Over here, moderate lossy and no loss. Approximate no loss over here in fiber optic communication. Are you getting? Very lossy means if you travel signal, if you transfer signal, signals may get damaged. You need to retransmit those signals. This retransmit is a technical word which we'll come across in the next lecture. I will tell you about what is retransmit. So from data loss point of view, which one is good? Fiber optic is good. From capital cost point of view, wireless is good. But moderate, wire comes in between fiber optic and wire. But life of wire point of view, life is only 5 years. This is only 3 to 4 years, and this is having 15 years of life. Which one is good now?
Fiber.
Optical
Fiber.
15 years of life. The cable manufacturer says that the life of this fiber optic cable is 15 years in outdoor, not indoor. Outdoor, where all the weather conditions, temperature, rainy, monsoons, and winter will affect the internal structure of any cable. So that is wear and tear is not possible over here. Wear and tear means je kaat lage chha possible nahi. In this case, wear and tear will damage this cable. That's why it's a 3 to 4 years of life. Over here, wear and tear of antenna, because of its aluminum base. Antennas are made of aluminum because of low weight. Aluminum characteristic, it's a low weight. That's why all antennas are made of aluminum, but still its life is 5 years of 5 years. But over here, there is no wear tear component, only the fiber cables. Optical signal goes through that fiber cable. The life is 15 years over here. So nowadays, if you find surrounding you, you will find all the companies are moving fiber optic communication because it gives the return of investment, that is known as ROI, return of investment. Whatever the investment you have done, it gives you return. How much return it gives? That return of investment in fiber optic communication is very high because of cost replacing is after 15 years. Cable replacing is after 15 years. Over here you have to after 3-4 years you have to replace whole cable. Over here you have to set up after 5 years whole setup over here. So this is comparison with wireless and fiber medium. I'm using the word medium. There are 3 medium exist in the world. Through which you can transfer data. The first one is wired, second one is wireless, and third one is fiber optic communication. Do you know other than these 3 way of communication or 3 medium of communication? Wired, wireless, and fiber optic communication. The 3 ways exist in the world to transfer data. Way of transferring data, only 3 ways. wire, wireless, and fiber optic. Any question in these three? I'm just giving you introduction. In depth, we will discuss during through this course. Just we are taking overview of wired, wireless, and fiber optic communication. Any question? So can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. New topic. This is new subtopic: sending parcel or person data from A to B. That is from Ahmedabad to Vadodara. Actually, Baroda, A stands for Ahmedabad and B stands for Baroda. The another name of Vadodara is Baroda. So that's why I take the terminology A-B. So this is one city, this is another city, this is one endpoint, second endpoint. I want to parcel, I want to send the data. Now I will not talk about route. Let's say route is available. Route parameter may be anything. But once the route is decided, the parcel will travel down on that route. Okay. So we will not discuss type of route, selection of route now for this sending of data discussion. There is only one route available from Ahmedabad to Baroda, and we can send data from Ahmedabad to Baroda straight away. But how can we send? That's question over here. So there are various ways to transfer parcel or person. The one way is through car, bus, railway. So what are the difference among these three? What are the differences among these three? Car, bus, and railway.
Cost.
Sorry, Samarth?
Cost.
Cost. Right now we are not assuming cost over here.
The speed of the data and the size of the data packet.
Right now we are considering only parcel and person. We are not considering data. That's why I put specially in bracket parcel and person. Then we will map to data. Because many videos you will find wrong information. I want to correct that information. That's why I am guiding through this parcel and person.
Number of parcel or number of person.
Yes, number of parcel and person. In car, how many persons you can travel down from Ahmedabad to Baroda? Maximum
4 to
5,
5.
including driver. In bus, 60 to 70. In this railway, 600 to 700 in one go. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
But when we talk about data communication networking, all these three are wrong scenario. All those three are wrong scenario. If any video, if you say car, example of car, a bus, and a train, it is very wrong scenario. Do not interpret this all this scenario. I'll let you know. I'll prove it. Why is it so? In few seconds, I will prove it. What we have to understand, only this bullet train. We have to take example of only this bullet train, and this diagram I kept intentionally because this one window indicates one person. This window indicates one person or one parcel you can put over here. So if you look at this with respect to this diagram, how many persons it can carry? 3%. 3 parcel. This is first person, second person, and third person. Is it clear? And what is other characteristic? The persons are sitting side by side or back to back, not side by side, back to back. Only there is one row. There is one row available, and persons are sitting back to back. And then you want to transfer this bullet train or this person, 3 person using bullet train from Ahmedabad to Baroda. Okay. Are you getting this scenario, or do you have any doubt in this scenario?
No, sir.
What was there in this three
No.
scenario? 5 people. They can sit side by side. 3 people can sit side by side in back side. Over here, 5 people can sit in one row. Over here, 20 people can sit in one compartment. So all those scenarios are not appropriate scenario. What is appropriate scenario? This bullet train. In bullet train, I am taking again changing bullet train scenario where peoples are sitting back to back. Only one peoples are sitting in one row. Okay. So in this way, the Ahmedabad to Baroda, we can transfer data using bullet train, and most important, if you follow this path or this path or this path, whatever path you select, the speed of bullet train remains same. Very important. Please listen very carefully. If you follow this route or this route or this route, the speed of bullet train remains same. Right now, we are making assumption that the bullet train starts from Ahmedabad. There is no crossway along a path, or there is no fatak open along a path. There is no station along a path. Only the next station is Vadodara. Only the next station is Vadodara. Either you follow first path, second path, or third path. Okay. The speed of bullet train remains same or different?
Same.
Same. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if the speed of the bullet train remains same, speed of the bullet train remains same. This is route number 1. I am denoting R1, R2, and R3. Which path will take less time? Which route will take less time?
R2.
R2 definitely. R2 definitely, because by observing we can see, by our eyes we can see this is shortest path, and if you follow either R1, R2, R3, the speed of bullet car is same. So definitely for shortest distance it will take less time as compared to R1, R2, and R3. Is it clear? Okay. Now why have I used the bullet train, and the speed of bullet train is constant? So what is speed of electron in vacuum? Speed of electron in vacuum. You might have studied in 12th standard. Any guessing?
2.5 into 10 raised to 6 meter per second.
0.8 into 10 raised to
6.
6 or 8?
6.
Again, I need to verify. As per my knowledge, it's a 10 raised to 8. 2.8 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Let's say stick to this 10 raised to 8 meter per second. If there is a correction, I will inform you. It's whether 10 raised to 6 or 8. So 2.8 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. So what is it? Speed of electron in vacuum. Speed of electron in cable will be 2.6 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Less time, less. It will take distance is very less, but it is negligible distance. This is 2.8 and this is 2.6. And although it's a 10 raised to 8 is there, you can see 10 raised to 8. But approximately, can I consider 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second means 3 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer per second? Can I consider 3 lakh kilometer per second? Roughly, for rough estimation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for any, I'm using word over here, estimation. Estimation. So this is for estimation, not exactly time. This is estimated time. So to estimate how long time it will take to travel down on R1, R2, R3, what we need to do, we have to take a distance and divide it with distance, divide it with this 3 into 3 lakh or 3 into 10 raised to 5 kilometers per second. You will get time over here, time travel by that electron. Is it clear? So physics concepts is equally applicable over here in data communication. Okay. So let's come to our 3 way of communication: fiber optic communication, wireline communication, and wireless communication. If I compare all these 3, it's a marginal difference. For fiber optic communication, it takes 2.3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. For wireline communication, it takes 2.7 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. For wireless communication, it takes 2.9 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. That's a negligible difference. This is 2.3, 2.7, and 2.9. You can see over here, fiber optic is having 2.3 into 10 raised to 8. Although it is used in industry, in surrounding you, efficiently right now, you will find more amount of fiber optic installation rather than wireline installation. Why? Because loss and lifetime of wire. Loss is very negligible. and lifetime of wire is 15 years. That's why the fiber optic, although it travels less distance as compared to rest others technology. But this technology 2.3, 2.7 and 2.9, what is the difference? It's a 2, over here it's a 0.4 difference, over here it's a 0.2 plus difference, it's a minus 0.4 difference. So it's a negligible difference. And again it's a 10 raised to 8 power. 10 raised to 8 power. ઓકે દરિયામાંથી એક તમે એક લોટો કે એક ઘડો પાણી ભરો તો દરિયાને કંઈ અસર ના થાય. That's a way of explanation over here. Okay, so but for wireless and wire fiber optic communication, for the estimation we can use this equation, not this equation, this parameter 3.0 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. It take this is the speed of electron, speed of photon, or speed of electromagnetic waves in respective medium. Okay, respective medium means in wireline communication we use electrical signals to travel to transfer data. In wireless medium we will use electromagnetic signal to transfer data. In case of fiber medium we will use optical signal, means presence of light, absence of light, to transfer data along the cable. Okay, I repeat, for wireline communication, electrical signals. Electrical signals may be digital or analog. Second, wireless communication, electromagnetic signals. Third, fiber wire, optical signal or light signals. Okay, so can you answer my question? Which kind of signals are used in wireless? It's a repetition. Wireless,
Electromagnetic signal.
electromagnetic. Wireline,
Electrical.
electrical. Fiber,
Optics.
optics. Again wireline,
Electrical.
electrical. Fiber
Optical signal.
and wireless,
Electromagnetic.
electromagnetic. That's end of our session. This I will carry the next or tomorrow. I think probably we have a lecture tomorrow, same time. So now onward, means this slide onwards, we will discuss in the next lecture tomorrow. Do you have any lectures? Do you have any doubt in this session? So what we have discussed?
No.
We have discussed propagation delay, not yet completely, and we have discussed different ways of communication, different ways of transmission. Wireless medium, through wireless medium, through wireline medium, and through fiber optic medium. Next subsequent topics we will discuss in our next lecture, tomorrow session. Thank you for attending the session. If you have another doubt, you can stay here. Otherwise, you may